Welcome back to Cooking with Mark and Oreo. Good morning, everybody. Oreo's having his morning snack. But today, we are going to teach you guys how to make a overnight blueberry muffin breakfast pie. One of my students, Samuel, requested I make blueberry pie, which I've never made. But he got me thinking of something we can do to be creative, that we can actually have pie for breakfast. So it's really simple. I'm going to show you a few steps, and then it's going to sit overnight. And then we'll come back in the morning and voila, we'll see the finished product. It'll be pretty amazing, right, Oreo? All right, so we're gonna get started with our dry ingredients. You're gonna start with 1 3/4 cups of old-fashioned oats. Then a teaspoon of baking soda. Then 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. That's going to cut down on the sweetness of the recipe. And then you are going to do a 1/4 cup of white sugar. And that's actually it for your dry ingredients. I'm going to give that a little mix with a whisk, just to kind of combine all those flavors together. All right, we're going to set that aside. And now we're going to move on to our wet ingredients. So our wet ingredients, you're going to start with 1.5 cups of milk. You can use regular milk, but we don't drink regular milk in our house, so I like to use almond milk, unsweetened, because it cuts down on the carbs and the calories and the sugar. But it should, because it's vanilla flavored, it should still give this an amazing flavor. So you want to do 1.5 cups of your favorite milk. Whether it's almond, cashew, regular, 2%. There you go. And then you're gonna do a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then you're gonna do 1 egg. And again, I'm gonna take a whisk by hand. And I'm going to whisk all those ingredients together. All right, so now we're going to combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. So there's my oatmeal mix. And I'm going to use a wooden spoon. And it's going to be very milky because remember, these are called overnight oatmeal. But it's going to be an overnight oatmeal blueberry muffin pie. We'll think of a cute name to call it. Thanks to Samuel. So it's a combination of a pie, a blueberry muffin, and overnight oats. So there we go. There is our oatmeal. And then one last thing we're going to add to it is a cup of fresh blueberries. And then you're going to put it in a 9-inch pie plate. Mine's happens to be glass. You might have a metal one. You might have a ceramic one. Mine's glass. So I'm just going to pour that entire mixture in there. And then you want to actually cover this and let it sit in your fridge overnight. Let me grab some foil. What are you doing over there, Oreo? So I'm just going to grab some foil and cover it overnight. And I'm going to put it in my fridge. There's also going to be a crumb topping to go on to the pie, which I'm going to show you how to do now. You can either bake that in the morning, or you can actually make it ahead of time. So I'm going to show you how to make it ahead of time. All right, now I'm going to teach you how to make the crumb topping for the, we haven't even come up with a name yet, the blueberry pie / muffin / overnight oats. But this crumb topping you can either make ahead of time and put it in the fridge with the overnight oats, or you can make it right before you're going to bake it in the oven. It's a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/4 cup of white sugar, and a 1/4 cup of melted butter, but you want to make sure it's cooled after you melt it. And you're gonna mix all that up, and it's gonna be very crumbly. And that's pretty much it. And I am gonna cover it. I have mine has a cover, and you can stick that in the fridge overnight too. And I'll see you tomorrow morning, me and Oreo, bright and early. Good morning. It's been 24 hours. Thank you for coming back. I know I didn't sleep in my clothes. I already got up and showered and got dressed. Oreo's ready to see the finished product as well. If you guys are ready for our overnight oatmeal baked blueberry muffin. As you can see, everything's pretty much settled in. And now all we have left to do is add crumble topping. Which it's a little cold, so you want to just crumble up a little more. And then you just want to cover the top. Alright, so now it's ready to go in the oven. You're going to bake it for about 30 to 35 minutes at 350. I have my oven preheated already. And there we go. So I'll see you back here in a half hour. If a half hour and 35 minutes isn't enough, you can actually put it on the broiler for 1 to 2 minutes, but you want to make sure you're watching it because you don't want it to burn. But we'll check it after about 30 minutes to see how it looks. So see you back here in a little while. Right, Oreo? All right, we're back. I actually left it in for the extra 5 minutes, so instead of 30 minutes, I baked it for 35. It all depends how thick your pie plate is. Mine was a little on the thicker side, so I left it a little bit longer, and then I also broiled it for 2 to 3 minutes, just to give it an extra little crisp on top, and it browns a little bit more. It has it sliding everywhere. And that is our finished product. This is our overnight blueberry oatmeal pie muffin. We'll think of a cool name for it. But that's our finished product. As you can see, it's still sizzling. So I'll be trying that in a few minutes, digging in and see how wonderful it tastes. All right, so I'll see you back in a little bit. I'm gonna try it. It's still a little bit warm, but I have to try it because it just smells that amazing. It's also on the soft side, so it's gonna be a little crumbly. I suggest using a knife and a spoon. It doesn't have to be that pretty. God, look how good that looks. You can still see the steam coming out. I'm probably gonna regret eating this now because I didn't let it settle. But here we go, Oreo. This is a big reveal. Very good. It's like a combination of a blueberry muffin and oatmeal. That was really, really good. Wow. Shocking. Not shocking because all my food comes out good, but that's pretty good. That's a nice new flavor for a breakfast meal. So thank Oreo, and thank all of you guys for joining. If you like this video, make sure you go to Cooking with Mark and Oreo, subscribe and hit the bell button so you never miss a video. We have new videos that come out every week. If you try the recipe, make sure you comment and like and let us know how it came out. All right, we'll see you next time. Say bye, Oreo.